What's going on, everyone? So the San Antonio Spurs rookie, Dylan Harper, was playing great, right? Like, look up his stats right now. He was 14-4-4. Like, the game before he got hurt, he was actually 15-5-5. So he's basically a 15-5-5 guy coming off of the bench for you, and which is very impressive, right? For a rookie, being able to be that offensive engine in a lot of ways, do things, make plays, right? Kind of the two-man game I talked about, right? Like, you really need to see the Spurs kind of figure out the two-man game with Victor Wembanyama. I actually thought Dylan Harper was the best out of De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, and Dylan Harper in just that two-man game and kind of getting, applying that rim pressure while also still kind of keeping Wemby in mind and making that focus, right? He looks like he's going to be a real player. He was off to an incredible start. The way he applies rim pressure and can kind of just get to his spots already is just, it's very impressive for a rookie. He's a kid that, sky's the limit for him. Outside of Victor Wembanyama, he might by far be the best player on this team in, 2 years, right? Like, the guy is just already such a savvy player and just so great at just kind of self-creating in so many ways. But he's a guy that went down. And it's unfortunate because the Spurs were really cruising. They were really thriving. He didn't have De'Aaron Fox, right? So it's like now De'Aaron Fox is back. He's trying to get in the swing of things. But Dylan Harper's a guy that just, again, can play along Fox, could supplement some stuff while Fox was out, right? Like, he was just having himself quite the start to his rookie season for a rookie so young, right? Like, obviously, he's only going to improve and get better as the season progresses, as his career progresses. But to basically walk right into the league and immediately be like, man, this guy's like great, right? Like, dude, this guy's really good, having an impact. I know he's the number 2 pick and stuff like that, but we've seen the number 1 picks in years take years to really become that and develop. But big question is, like, when is Dylan Harper? When is he going to return? What are the updates? What are the news? Victor Wembanyama just went down. So that was unfortunate. He's going to miss a couple weeks with a calf injury. So now it's like, okay, now you have Dylan Harper and you have Victor Wembanyama. That's not good, right? Again, Dylan Harper, even though he's a rookie, 15-5-5 rookie. That's really good, right? Not to mention, the defense he's bought into and just all the things just give you that self-creation, that offensive of just creation and all that stuff. Right? And then Wemby is your best player and playing at, a top 5 talent in the league level. Are you going to be able to kind of stay afloat without those two? Well, Dylan Harper, we got an update as far as like his potential return. Spurs head coach Mitch Johnson gave us a little update. San Antonio Spurs rookie guard Dylan Harper is progressing well in his recovery from a calf strain. Spurs head coach Mitch Johnson told reporters that Harper is out of his walking boot and has advanced to participating in physical activity. So he's projected to be a few weeks away from his return to court. So again, he is officially out of the walking boot. Not only is he out of the walking boot, but now he is making his progression towards physical activity. So he's going to start to be able to kind of start ramping things up. And then, like I said, they'll probably be very cautious. Calf strains, calf injuries, all that stuff. It's why Wemby is probably going to miss significant. I wouldn't be surprised if Wemby misses a month, right? It's no joke, especially after what we saw last season, right? And how many people we saw, or how many players we saw last year get calf injuries, and it leads to Achilles tears, right? Like, again, you look at Damian Lillard, you look at Jason Tatum, you look at Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton, that one hurt the most because that was like in the fight. Like, he didn't have a choice. You couldn't sit him, right? Like, it's just like you sit him 2 weeks, that's it. The finals is over, right? And if you win, right, if he plays, that's probably a completely different NBA Finals winner. But nonetheless, right, like, it's just, we've seen how severe those calf injury turn to Achilles injuries can be. So both guys, you're talking about Wemby in year 3, still has, 15 years left of his career, 12 years left of his career. I know a lot of people say, like, people his size don't last as long and they break down and stuff like that. I don't know, like, again, there's always going to be that one, right? We've never really seen somebody like Wemby. But, obviously we won't know. We'll see how that progresses. Dylan Harper literally is a rookie season. You don't want to risk him and put him in a position where he ends up getting hurt and tearing his Achilles in his rookie season, right? Like, so better safe than sorry, right? Better to be cautious than, or overly cautious than not at all, right? So I'm obviously I want these guys back as soon as possible. Spurs are playing great this season. They've exceeded all expectations. Been a phenomenal basketball team. And so you don't want to see them end up falling down because again, we're in the Western Conference. That free fall can happen and happen quick. I mean, you're talking like the 3 through, I think, 6 seed last year was decided by like tiebreakers. You had like 3 teams win 50 games last year. Like, and then like 3 through 8, like 3 through basically the play-in was like decided by a game, right? Like, I mean, you want to talk about how tight the Western Conference is. I mean, Spurs go on a 4-game losing streak or something like that, or lose, let's say both of these guys miss 3 weeks. They have something, they have like 13 games in that time. If they go 3-10 down that stretch, their season might be over. By the time Wemby and Harper come back, it might be too late, right? Like, because again, it's just the Western Conference is so crazy. So I'm hoping, look, it's really going to come down to the rest of the Spurs team, right? De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, guys. Stephon Castle's even dealing with a little injury. He has like a hip issue, so he's been questionable and stuff like that. It's just, it's unfortunate because Spurs are a very good, very talented, very deep team. However, they are a very inexperienced team. They don't have yes, they're deep, but they're deep in the sense of like youth, athleticism, like guys that, hey, can step up in place of, like your 5th guy, but like you're not going to replace Victor Wembanyama. I mean, even Dylan Harper and what he's provided this team this season, I don't even think you can replace. So it's such a tough spot if you're the Spurs to be in when you have Dylan Harper, you have potentially Stephon Castle out, and then Victor Wembanyama. So, but look, you got to get these guys healthy. You got to get these guys right. Like, I want to see them at least make the playoffs this season, like badly. I want them to at least, just bare minimum, be a playoff team, right? At worst, if you make the play-in, can you fall face first in the actual playoffs? Whatever you got to do, just get to the playoffs. But this is one of many seasons, right? Like, realistically speaking, if we're being honest, the likelihood of the Spurs winning the championship this year is very slim, if none at all, right? Like, could they make the conference finals or something like that? Sure. Right? Like, you get the right matchups. We've seen stranger things happen. So I don't think that, like, a deep playoff run, like getting to the 2nd or 3rd round, I don't think that is, but them actually winning a championship this year is realistically very slim. But also, if they're good enough to win a championship this year, then we shouldn't really worry too much about these guys being out because they're going to come back and then we're just going to go on a run and then we'll be in the finals. But realistically speaking, you want to be cautious, right? This is the development stage. This is the building stage. This is the building block stage. You're in it. Do what you got to do. Go get the win. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass question to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out. So we enjoy these types of videos. Truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.